Before we begin tonight's story, let's take a slow breath together. Life doesn't always grow the way we expect it to. Sometimes you water your dreams every day, you give them your heart, your time, your care, and still, nothing seems to bloom. In those moments, you might start to wonder, am I doing something wrong? But sometimes the universe gives us empty pots on purpose, not to punish us, but to teach us that patience and honesty grow deeper roots than success alone. So, tonight's story is a gentle reminder. Growth takes time. Truth takes courage. And even when nothing blooms on the surface, something beautiful is growing within you. Now, let's listen to a soft tale called The Gardener and the Empty Pot. Long ago, in a quiet valley surrounded by soft green hills, there lived a kind old gardener named Johan. He spent his days planting seeds, singing to his flowers, and teaching children about how every living thing needs time to grow. His garden was full of life. Roses, lilies, and gentle daisies swayed with the wind. But more than his flowers, people admired his heart. Johan always said, "A real gardener doesn't only grow plants, he grows patience." Among the children who loved his garden was a bright-eyed girl named Mira. She loved to learn from him, planting tiny seeds and waiting eagerly for them to sprout. But sometimes, when nothing appeared, she grew impatient. "Why does it take so long? Say, husk it." Johan would smile and reply, "Because the strongest roots grow in silence." One day, news spread across the village. The king was growing old and had no children. He announced he would choose his successor not by wealth or looks, but by character. To test this, he called every young villager to the palace and said, "Each of you will receive one seed. Plant it, care for it, and return in 3 months with what you've grown." Mira was so excited. Johan gave her a clean pot, fresh soil, and reminded her, "Water it with care, and don't give up even if you don't see results right away." Mira Wendome planted her seed and began to wait. Days passed, then weeks, but nothing sprouted. The other villagers bragged about their growing plants. "I have the tallest sunflower," one said. "My seed grew into a small tree," said another. Mira tried everything. She moved the pot into sunlight, whispered kind words to it, even sang songs. Still, her pot stayed empty. Tears filled her eyes. She wanted to hide it, to replace the seed with another one, but she remembered Eren's words. Patience is also a kind of strength. So she kept caring for her little pot, watering it, cleaning it, and hoping, even when her heart felt heavy. 3 months later, everyone gathered at the palace. Children carried bright flowers and tall plants in fancy pots. Mira almost didn't go, but Johan placed his gentle hand on her shoulder. "Go, Mira. Show the truth. It's more beautiful than you think." She walked slowly through the crowd, feeling embarrassed. Her pot was empty, yet clean and cared for. The king walked past each child, admiring their plants. Then he stopped in front of Mira. "Why is your pot empty, my child?" he asked kindly. Mira looked down, her voice trembling. "I tried my best, Your Majesty. I gave it water and sunlight every day, but it never grew." The king was silent for a moment. Then he smiled softly. "Everyone, listen," he said. "3 months ago, I gave all of you seeds that had been boiled they could not grow. Most of you replaced them with new ones, but this girl, she stayed true." The crowd went silent. Mira's eyes widened as the king placed a golden leaf in her hands. "You, my dear, have shown honesty and patience, the 2 roots of real leadership." From that day forward, Mira became known as the Heart Gardener, teaching others how truth and care grow stronger than any flower. This story teaches us that real growth isn't about being first, it's about staying true, even when it's hard. We live in a world that moves fast, where people want instant results, but real strength blooms quietly, in patience, honesty, and effort. You might feel like your pot is empty, no success, no progress, no blooms yet. But remember, Just because you don't see growth doesn't mean it's not happening. The roots of your courage are forming. The soil of your patience is deepening. When life seems silent, you are still growing. When no one notices, you are still becoming stronger. When everything feels still, you are learning to wait with grace. So keep going. Keep watering your dreams with kindness. Because one day, when your time comes, your bloom will be worth the wait. Thank you, dear friend, for joining me in this gentle story. May your days be calm, your heart patient, and your spirit honest. No matter how empty your pot feels right now, keep believing, keep caring, keep growing. Because even in silence, your light is blooming. Good night, and may peace, growth, and gentle strength fill your heart.